Welcome to Solo Marvel Champion if you're new here, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm continuing my Expert Rise of Red Skull campaign. This is game 4, Zola. Let's go through setup quickly. Campaign setup tells us to search our decks for all setup cards and put them into play. I've done that there. Tells us to shuffle the experimental weapons that came in during Crossbones into the encounter deck. I'll do that in just a moment. And on Expert, it tells us to set our hit points to the remaining hit points recorded at the end of the last scenario. And that I have done. I was at 10. Here, we're going to do setup on this main, and I'm going to do it a little bit backwards. It tells us two things. The second thing, or rather the first thing it tells us, is put the prison into play. When it's revealed, we find our signature ally and put it underneath it. This comes in with 1, and then we add threat equal to that cost. So it has 4. It then tells us to put the ultimate bioservant into play. He comes in with a tough. When Zola is revealed, we put in test subjects, and it has 2. We'll flip this, and these are just here at the ready. Now I can shuffle these into the encounter deck. Now let's shuffle my deck and draw my opening 6 and see what my hand is going to look like. So I can thwart for 2 because of this. However, when I defeat that, I have to go get another minion. That sucks. And I don't get to decide on that minion. I have to discard until I get one. So that could be rough. There's one that quick strikes. The Zola's mutate is especially rough because he has 4 hit points, he attacks big, and he comes with a tech. After he comes in, you discard until you get a tech upgrade. So I would definitely take the quick striker over that guy. Shang-Chi will be good early because if I get the right resources, I can stun. First aid, I actually replaced the spiritual meditations in my deck with first aid, just to get a little extra healing because there's so much retaliate in this scenario. Sneak, 2 sneak attacks, not good. All 3 sneak attacks in my opening hand. Well, we're going to get rid of all of those. Shang-Chi and Elektra are both really good. Magic barrier. I would really like an energy resource, please. Come on, energy resource. Not getting an energy resource means I'll either have to use Elektra as that energy, so Shang-Chi can stun, or Scrying might be able to help me with it as well. So that's my hand. I could clear this off right away and get him to my hand and then play him. Let's just... I don't have any spells in there. And this is interesting. My max is 12 hit points because of this basic thwart upgrade. And first aid is an action. I could play that right now and get 2 hit points. If I do that, I'll be able to put magic barrier on top. But then I'd really like that magic barrier for Elektra. So maybe I don't do that. Let's just see what happens. I flip up. I do have an interrupt there, but I don't have any spells in my discard pile. So we're just going to look at the top card. The top card is Kid Omega, who is very good. However, I want that energy. So I'm going to play Scrying. We're going to look at the top 3 cards of my deck. Okay. 1 will come to hand. 1 will go to top. 1 gets discarded. So I can play Shang-Chi and spend an energy resource to stun an enemy. Then, I mean, I can put this in for free, and I may still end up doing that. Then I will play Elektra and spend physical to deal 3 damage. And that is not an attack, so I don't take retaliate. But that is an attack. Deal 3 damage. I take retaliate and then consequential. And I'm honestly considering using that first aid on Elektra since she can hit for 3. I also need to decide if I want to do this. I mean, because I don't need to clear this right away, but having a hazard icon is no fun. So I think I will go ahead and thwart this off. When defeated, the first player discard cards until they discard a minion. Reveal that minion. Come on, as long as I'm going to be doing this, let's get rid of... Okay, Ultimate Bioservant is fine. He comes in with a tough. That's first hurdle. That's fine. I really wish I could have gotten rid of Shadow of the Past there as well. Now, those only attack for 1. Let's thwart 2 here. For 0, I'm going to play Soul Sword. I'm going to use that to note that I've used this ability, although I will forget about that quite often. And trying to decide if I want to heal Elektra for her attacks of 3 or heal myself and get me up to max. I'm going to use that to heal me. I'll just get 1 more attack with Elektra. Well, ready? So I'm going to lose both of those. Those 2 are each going to hit me. And draw. Stepping disc is always fun. Triage is fun. That red on top is fun. All right, 1 goes on the main, and then we get a test counter. Zola cannot attack. These 2 will each attack me for 1, and I'm just going to take both of those. I get 1 encounter card. There's Shadow of the Past. It's hilarious. Okay, when revealed, I find Limbo and attach it here face down. Oh, that's going to make that not be on top anymore. When I defeat this, this comes into play. These get shuffled in. More minions. At least one more minion. I forgot what it was. Now, what I really want here is a physical on top. Ooh, I might play that, though. That changes some things. Can I thwart 3? See, I really needed physical on top here. And I do have that in my discard pile. So let's it's kind of tough. Thwart this for 2. I'll use Digging Deep for Stepping Disc. That readies me. And we'll put Magic Barrier on top. With Magic Barrier on top, I can attack for 3. And this is one of the problems with Zola. There's always so many minions going on, so many things with minions, that you spend your time there and you're not attacking Zola. Because even though I would be taking retaliate damage from Zola, I wish I was attacking him instead. See, I haven't used that ability yet. Let's do 2 for Triage. Triage is going to heal me 2. Attack him for 1. And we will have... That was really inefficient. I'm going to have Shang-Chi attack for 2 to knock him out. And what's really inefficient is now Elektra clearing this. Threat cannot be removed here while Belasco is in play. So I do have to take this back a little bit. So I thwarted 2. Oh, I made a mess of this. I'm glad I found it now instead of waiting to find it in editing, though. I cannot thwart this. Get this. This was in here when I played Stepping Disc. I used that double to play Triage. And what else did I do? Oh, I used that Digging Deep to play Stepping Disc. So, back this up a little bit. I'll attack him for 2. Then I will use Digging Deep for Stepping Disc. Ready me. Put that on top. And actually, instead of me attacking him for 2, let's attack here for 2. I do take a retaliate. Now I'm ready. I'll attack him for 3. She attacks him for 3 and knocks him out and knocks herself out. Shang-Chi thwarts 2 here. I'm going to play Triage. Okay, that heals me. So I was at 4. I was at 9 because of the retaliate. She heals me 2. So 1, 2. And then she knocks this out. With this gone, this comes into play. And I believe that's it. Didn't get to do what I wanted there, although I did get some damage on Zola. Really important to get damage on him because when this goes to 3, I get a new minion. When this goes to stage 3, I get a new minion. I really have to deal damage when I can, and I think I am going to hold on to Professor X. And then now give me a wild or an energy on top. Neither. I wanted that for Magic Barrier. Now, though, I do have the cool thing. When, or after the villain phase begins, it's beginning right now, I'm going to limbo Digging Deep to the top. Now I have a wild on top. One goes on, one delay counter, not delay counter, these are test counters. He is attacking. Now, when an enemy initiates an attack, I'll play Magic Barrier. So the attack is 2. If Ruler of Limbo is in play, place 2 threat on it. It is not. The attack is 2. I prevent 3 of it. And since Wild is on top, I deal 3 back. And that is not an attack, so I don't take Retaliate. These are each attacking me for 2, or for 1 each. I'll just take that. Now let's see what we get. Another test subjects. That's muy unfortunate. Now I can stun there. What I might actually do here, knock both of them out. Or I'll take, I'm going to attack and knock both of these toughs off. Both of these go away. Then I'm going to, oh, if I do that though, I get another one right now. I think with him I search though, don't I? Yeah, on this one, each one searches. I don't know how many Ultimate Bioservants there are, but that's about the best one to have. But I will pay 2. No, I'm not going to pay 2 for Soul Strike. I got ahead of myself there. I'm going to pop Laser Cannon. Now, part of that cost is removing it from the campaign log. That means that even if I draw this card again, I can't use this ability again because I can't remove it from the log again. It's already removed. It does have a wild, though, so it being on top helps. That is going to deal 5 damage to the villain and each minion. He's knocked out. I do take a Retaliate from that. When he comes back, I search for a minion and put it into play. Rough thing here is, if I defeat this, I just go get another minion, which means I might want to do that before it's not going to matter, really. I might just take the extra encounter cards. So now I'll do 2 for Soul Strike. That's going to deal 4 and stun because there's a wild on top. I take 1 Retaliate. Also, because that wild's on top, let's attack for 3. And I'll take another Retaliate. Now, though, do I want to go down? I don't like being down. And to be honest, I'm going to lose that main and get another one. So if I go down right now, I get 2 more minions. But I only have 6 health, too. As long as those minions don't have guard, I think I want to just try to outrace. So I'm going to flip down. Let's draw 6. Cyclops helps me with the race big time. Cyclops definitely helps me with the race. That plays Cyclops. I can get that on top and pay it for only 1. Yeah, as long as I can survive this phase, I might be okay. 1 goes on, and when it does, a test counter goes on. Now, then, if there are 3 or more, discard cards until we get a minion. I just don't want it to be Zola's Berserk or Zola's Mutate. Witchfire. Quick Strike. Haha. I'm an alter ego, so that's fine. Then we remove 3. That is a totally fine grab. He schemes for 3. 3. Shuffle this back in. So this is going to pop. When revealed, we search for a minion. Oh, that's good. That's just search. For some reason, I thought this was another discard until. So let's search and find that Ultimate Bioservant again. Now, though, each of these 3 scheme. That puts that up at half. Now we get 1 encounter card. We get 2 encounter cards. Attach this to the minion with the most remaining hit points. It gains 2 hit points in guard, so that's going to screw me. But let's put it on this one since that one doesn't have a tough. And then we also get another Ultimate Bioservant. Now, what spell do I want on top? That having guard messed me up so bad. I think I also need to clear this. If I don't clear this, I lose. Not only do I lose Colossus for the campaign or for the next scenario, I also don't get to flip this. So I need to clear that. That is going to take away some of my attack power. When we flip up, let's put Soul Strike on top. Okay, this guard has messed me up terribly. I wish I knew what was under Soul Strike. I don't care what's under Soul Strike because he's already stunned. I just need to get rid of her. So let's just do 1 for Soul Strike to her. She has +2 hit points. I attack to defeat her. Now there is no guard in the way. I do need to get rid of this though. Let's do 1, 2 for summoning spell. Discard until I get an ally, put it into play. I don't want that to be Pixie. Legion comes into play. Top card is physical. I'd rather have that be anything else. Because now I'm not going to... Well, let's do this. Let's limbo first aid to the top. And then Legion. Attacks for 1. Discards this. That's a mental, so that removes 2 threat here. This gets set aside, and Colossus enters my hand. Top card is a Digging Deep. I'm not going to get a ready. He takes a Retaliate and a Consequential. I think I need to... I wish I had a ready. I think I'm going to hold on to all of this and hopefully get a good Cyclops turn next turn. 1, 2. Top card is Beast. One goes on and a test counter. Zola cannot attack. Each of these attacks for 1. Now, do I want to take all of that? Do I want to take all of that? I want to be ready, and I want to have as many characters to attack as possible. So I'm going to take 3. Now I get 2 encounter cards. Surge, reveal the top. So 2 more encounter cards. Surge, exhaust. Come on. Add this to one of these. It does only gives him +2 hit points though, so that's fine. This gives him +2 hit points in guard. And this has 5 on it. Another guard. And I'm not going to get her ready to attack myself. But let's do 1, 2, 3 for Beast off the top. When Beast enters, he's going to go find me a double. And I'm going to waste all kinds of damage there. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3 for Cyclops. And for Cyclops, I'm going to say this Ultimate Bioservant who has the guard. And also, before I attack, I'm going to spend 0 to play this off the top and heal myself. I'm going to heal Legion 2. Top card is Energy, and that may make a huge difference. It won't make a huge difference. It'll make some difference. I actually wish that had been mental, though, which is why I was thinking about not using first aid. Legion is going to attack here to knock off the tough. And after that, this will come at the end. After that, we discard the top card of the deck. It's Energy. So that's going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Now he takes Consequential. He has 6 hit points, so both of these, which are now at +1 attack, will attack him and knock him out. And now I have no damage to do anything to Zola with, and I'm still going to get 3 encounter cards. This scenario is so frustrating to me. Twice, I would have easily had the win if an attachment didn't come up and give someone guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's an encounter card. We're going to get 3 encounter cards. One of those is going to give someone a guard. If he doesn't have guard, I should win on my turn. And he has +2. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. So he needs to be blocked. One goes on and a counter. He's attacking for 2. I mean, I almost need to defend with everybody here, don't I? Cyclops defends. That's 2. He gets shuffled back in. Cyclops is gone. He is attacking for 4, and Beast will block. It's 4, 5, 6, and Beast is gone. This one attacks for 1, and I'll take it. I get 3 encounter cards. No guards, no extra attacks. That's the worst one. Oh, that's not the worst one, but that's a bad one. Mutate. He quick strikes, so I don't want to look at these. Do I defend, or do I let Legion take it? I'm going to defend, so I take 0 damage. I do have a ready in my hand. Next, attached to the minion with the most remaining, who doesn't have one of these, +2 hit points and retaliate. 1 more. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. I'm fine with that. Okay. Okay. Nothing has guard. I need to do 6 damage. So I think I do 2. Oh, I've shuffled. Oh, Cyclops is right there. Thank you. 2 for Pixie, who returns Cyclops to my hand. I'm going to play Sneak Attack for free for Cyclops, and we'll name Zola. Attacks against Zola are at +1. Top card is Shang-Chi, and I've used my ability. I can win right there. So let's attack Zola for 3. He takes a retaliate and then consequential. He's knocked out. Pixie attacks for 3. Knocks him out, so she doesn't get retaliated, but then she takes 2 consequential and she's knocked out. Whew. So there is Expert Zola with Blue Mage. This was a difficult matchup. I actually did 5 test games, and I was losing every single one of them. It was really tough. Let's make sure neither of these give guard. Okay, neither of those give guard. It was very, very difficult. I think what I ended up deciding on was just prioritize damage and beat them down quick. So I only got this to go off once. In some of those test games I was playing, those practice games, this was going off 3 or 4 times. So I got the win. Now let's go through campaign log stuff. Each player engaged with an enemy records that they are engaged with an enemy. I am engaged. I think that gets me an extra encounter card in the next scenario. If Hydra Prison is still in play, blah, blah, blah. It is not. If Hydra Scheme is not in play, each player in hero form may replace their basic condition to its improved side. Now I have improved thwart upgrade. Same thing, +2 hit points, +1 thwart, but after I defeat a side scheme, exhaust this to draw a card. And then, of course, in Expert, record each identity's remaining hit points on the campaign log. And that is 1. So that means when I start Red Skull, I have the option to reset to my starting hit points by adding an obligation to my deck, and I will be doing that because I don't want to start that scenario with 1 hit point. All right, that was game 4, Blue Mage versus Expert Zola. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you missed. I'm going to be really upset if I missed a retaliate damage that actually means I was knocked out. But if I find that, I'm going to mention that on screen, but I'm not playing this scenario again. So I'm going to accept that I made the mistake and say I won. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.